So today we're going to talk about patience, and I know it's not your forte, but I think you have a really interesting story about patience.
I do, Dennis. I had someone who I've mentored in the past give me a call, and he'd just gotten back from actually Oxford, where he took a master's training in some mathematical or macroeconomics thing, way beyond my scope of ability. And he's a really, really bright guy, young guy who's graduated in mathematics from Stanford University. And he's changing his focus for his own life. He really has made a commitment to beginning to learn how to do transformational work with other people. And he realizes he's got a lot of learning ahead of him, and yet he's really, really hungry to know everything. And I said to him, I know that you really are dedicated to this, and you have the opportunity, because of your age and your intelligence, you have the opportunity to be really one of the greats at this when you get all the skills and all the experience under your belt. And I know that he was extremely impatient. And I said to him, you know, I see something about you that I really didn't notice before, and it's that you're incredibly impatient. And who you're most, or the thing you're most impatient with, is yourself. And he said to me, it's funny you should say that. When I was studying Buddhist, they gave me my Buddhist name, and it was Unending Patience. And those names are names that they want us to aspire to.
Interesting. I had someone come on the program a couple of years ago, and they were talking about their brother-in-law. And their brother-in-law was a highly successful business person, and somebody made a comment at a family party and said, you know, I just really envy you because, you know, you just kind of became an overnight success. And the brother-in-law just laughed and said, you know, I was an overnight success after doing 20 years of what it takes to become successful. And I see that as a really common theme. That
Absolutely.
These overnight successes, if you really look behind the overnight success, there's a tremendous amount of patience and preparation that goes into them.
What's interesting about this patience piece, for someone that's really passionate about what they're doing and is really driven from an internal position, the patience goes on in spite of the evidence, the external evidence. You can have evidence to the contrary, in fact, that you're really not succeeding in any direction. But there's a story about a type of bamboo tree that you can plant the seed, or however bamboo grows, and you'll wait 5 years before anything pops out from above the ground. And what's happening over those previous 5 years is there's this incredible underground root structure that's taking place, and a foundation that'll hold that piece of bamboo in place. Once the bamboo starts to poke its head out from underground, in one season it will grow as high as 15 or 20 feet. And people say, wow, that bamboo grows really, really fast. It's amazing how fast it's grown. And if they don't know really the history of it, they wouldn't realize that it took 5 years for that root structure to take place before the bamboo was able to poke its head above ground to see the light of day.
A big old building down the road, the Empire State Building, it took twice as long with the foundations as they did actually with the structure.
Well, that's probably a good idea because it's still standing.
It did well.
Great.